Good evening, East Alabama. Welcome into the locker room on this Monday afternoon. I hope you all had a great weekend. We are officially back to 5 days a week here on the locker room, and I'm excited because we are starting the week in a strong way. We have highlights from Jacksonville's CaroStrong Volleyball Tournament that took place this past weekend. You'll see highlights of Ohatchee versus Oxford, and you'll see highlights of Oxford versus Jacksonville. It was a big weekend for Oxford, who went undefeated in the CaroStrong Tournament. Before we go any further on the locker room today, I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the locker room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Also, our East Alabama Now news is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards have your local news. John Holder has your local weather. And Jordan Smith brings you your sports. All right, guys, we're going to start the show, well, just like we did last year during the school year because school is officially back, with our EAN Scoreboard. That's right, EAN Scoreboard is back. And the first score we're going to look at today is volleyball action from the CaroStrong Tournament. And it is the Ohatchee Indians in action against the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Oxford went 3-0 in the Jacksonville CaroStrong Tournament. They beat Ohatchee in 4 sets. They won a set 25-16, won a set 25-20, lost a set 27-29, and won the final set 25-19 as they get the win over Ohatchee. They win 3 sets. Ohatchee wins 1 set. Then Oxford went head-to-head with Aniana. Against Aniana, Oxford won in 3 sets, sweeping. They won 1 set 25-9, another set 25-9, and another set 25-18. Oxford, again, got the sweep on the day. They did it by beating Jacksonville in 3 sets. They swept the Golden Eagles. Oxford won 1 set 25-18, 1 set 25-21, and 1 set 25-16 as Coach Wendy McKibben's team goes 3-0 on the weekends. And we'll have highlights of the Oxford Yellow Jackets later on in our show. Another team that was at the CaroStrong Tournament, the Ohatchee Indians. They lost to Oxford but went 2-1 on the day. They won their 2 other games as Ohatchee defeated Jacksonville in 3 sets as Ohatchee beat Jacksonville 27-25, 25-23, 25-22, and that was the win over Jacksonville. Ohatchee's win over Aniana was in 3 sets. They beat Aniana 25-19, 25-15, and 25-20 as they won that one in 3 sets. Although Jacksonville fell to Oxford and Ohatchee, they did defeat Aniana in 3 sets as Jacksonville got the win over Aniana 25-22 in 1 set, 25-12 in another set, and 25-21 in the final set. Away from the CaroStrong Tournament, the Faith Christian Lions hosted a tournament this past weekend, and the host school did finish as runner-up, but they got a win over Rambert in 2 sets. They defeated Rambert 25-9 and 25-22. Faith Christian also got the win over West End Walnut Grove 25-13 and 25-5 as they sweep them in 2 sets. And then they got the win over Mumford in 2 sets as they defeated the Lions 25-18 and 25-23. But Faith Christian would fall in the championship game of the tournament as they lost to the Westbrook Christian Warriors. Westbrook Christian defeated Faith Christian in 2 sets as Westbrook Christian won 1 set 25-11 and won the other set 25-21. Other games at the tournament, how about the Piedmont Bulldogs? We talked about them last week and talked about how improved they're going to be this year. Well, the Piedmont Bulldogs went 2-1 on the tournament. They beat Benjamin Russell in 3 sets. They won 2 sets and lost a set. They lost 25-15, the lone set they lost, but they did win 25-23 and 15-13. And then Piedmont also defeated Walter Welborn in 2 sets as the Bulldogs got the win over the Panthers. They beat Welborn in 2 sets, 25-19 and 25-21. And speaking of Piedmont, by the way, Caleb Brothers, 16 kills, 4 aces, 2 blocks. Casey Brothers, 13 kills, 3 assists, 4 aces, and 2 blocks. Carson Young had 11 kills, 7 aces. Melanie Studdard had 12 kills, 2 aces. Amaya Thomas had 15 kills, 3 aces, 2 blocks. And Adeline Bailey had 52 assists and 3 aces when we speak about Piedmont. Also, we talked about Faith Christian earlier. Let's go back and talk about them real quick. Faith Christian, they beat Mumford in this game right here. But Faith Christian overall this weekend, how about Annie Reichard, 31 kills, Serenity Pate, 28 kills. Annalie Daniel had 7 aces. Anna Kate Robertson had 46 assists. Kaysen Cron had 37 digs. And Annalise Daniel had 37 digs. Now for Mumford, they had a little bit. They went 4-1. They beat Welborn, beat Benjamin Russell, Piedmont, and Rambert. Fell to, of course, Faith Christian. But Lauren Brewster had 5 blocks, 17 kills. Miley Stevens had 5 aces, 3 assists, 5 blocks, 32 kills, and 10 digs. Christiane Putnam had 21 kills. Elise Mosley had 10 digs. Caston Latham had 7 aces, 51 assists, 4 kills, 2 digs. Ashton Bishop had 4 aces, 3 assists, 18 digs. Faith Jacobs had 9 blocks, 17 kills. And Brooklyn Presley had 13 aces, 7 kills, and 5 digs. All right, we talked about Piedmont, of course, sweeping Luverne. Let's move on to our next one. And how about the Weaver Bearcat Invitational? The Bearcats swept. They got the win. They beat Cleveland County in 2 sets, 25-16 and 25-22. And then they defeated Sacs in 2 sets as they defeated Sacs 25-12 and 25-12. And then beat them again. They beat Sacs twice. They beat them one time in pool play, beat them another time in the championship game. They beat them 25-11 and 25-16 in the championship. Chloe Collison had 13 kills, 1 block for Weaver. Gracie Duncan had 4 aces, 2 assists. Kimora Miles had 3 aces, 5 kills. JD Hatton Rivera had 10 aces, 1 kill, 6 assists. And Bailey Hodges had 3 aces, 1 kill, and 6 assists. So that is all the action from our EAN Scoreboard from the CaroStrong Tournament at Jacksonville this weekend. Also the action from the Faith Christian weekend. Now the Donahoe Falcons, we didn't put their scores up, but the Falcons were in action. They went 4-2 this past weekend. They defeated Jackson Olin in 2 sets, defeated Carbon Hill in 2 sets, lost to Winston County in 3 sets. But of course, in bracket play, they did beat Leeds in 3 sets, and then, in 5 sets, and beat Helena in 3 sets. Kate Willeman had 17 kills, 1 assist, 6 aces, 4 digs, and 1 block. Sam Wakefield had 45 kills, 1 assist, 11 aces, 28 digs, and 1 block. Riles Jones had 32 kills, 4 blocks for the Falcons. Callie Taylor had 3 kills, 93 assists, 6 aces, 9 digs, 1 block. And that's just a little bit of all of our local teams that were in action this past weekend. And hey, we talked about Oxford. They went undefeated at the CaroStrong Tournament. We also talked about Ohatchee going 2-1. And Jacksonville, who got a win. We're going to have highlights of Oxford, Ohatchee, and Jacksonville today on the Locker Room. And so we'll have highlights of Oxford when we come back. We'll take a break. Don't go away as we continue on the Locker Room.
We live in a world that moves quickly. And while we are able to connect faster than ever through technology, maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ, a place to use the gifts and talents God has given you, a place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
We are back on the Locker Room on this Monday afternoon. We are talking the CaroStrong Volleyball Tournament that took place this past weekend at Jacksonville High School. The CaroStrong Tournament is a tournament that remembers standout Caroline Niesler, who played for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. She was a 2-time state champion for Jacksonville. She died of leukemia back in 2013, and so the CaroStrong Tournament is a tournament that remembers Caroline, remembers her legacy, continues her legacy. The 4 teams that played in the CaroStrong Tournament this year were the Oxford Yellow Jackets, the Ohatchee Indians, of course the host school Jacksonville Golden Eagles, and the Aniana Redskins. Now, it was a great weekend for Wendy McKibben and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. They went 3-0 in the tournament. They got 3 wins, and so we're going to show you highlights of Oxford and Ohatchee. But I want to take a minute to pause and let my good friend Chad Barnett with the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group tell you more about the Joey Cruz team.
When finding your next home, you need someone who knows the area inside and out. That's why you need to call us. Hey everybody, Chad Barnett here with the Joey Cruz team at Keller Williams Realty Group. When it's time to move, you need someone who will advertise your home, show prospective buyers, negotiate the purchase contract, arrange financing, all of the ins and outs of buying and selling. But the best thing about the Joey Cruz team is we have individual specialized agents working for you. If we come list your home, that listing agent will be on your side of the table all the time. The buyer will be shown by another agent. This keeps your interest at the utmost respect on our side. We will always be on your side of the table. We can take care of everything you need from start to close, like staging, home repairs, minor improvements, whatever's going to make your house look the best when it's time to go on the market. That is what we do. Our job here at the Joey Cruz team is pretty simple. Make you the most money in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of hassle. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call the Joey Cruz team today and let us put your real estate needs in cruise control.
Thank you, Chad. We're so thankful to have the Joey Cruz team as our highlight presenter. So with that being said, Oxford and Ohatchee, here are the highlights. was a great showing for Oxford. You saw the highlights right there. Again, thank you to Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. And for the Oxford Yellow Jackets, they swept today 3-0 at the Jacksonville CaroStrong Tournament. Again, they defeated Ohatchee in 4 sets. Won a set 25-16, won a set 25-20, won a set 25-19, lost the other set 29-27. But I got to tell you what, Erlen Poole had 36 digs, 5 aces for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Dalen Bozeman had 13 digs, 6 aces, and 27 kills. Malia Prince had 23 digs and 50 kills. Jasmine Montgomery had 13 kills and 5 blocks. And how about Peyton Brooks? 33 digs, 92 assists, and 7 aces this weekend at Jacksonville at the Jacksonville tournament as the Oxford Yellow Jackets go on. And hey, although Ohatchee fell, they did, of course, get 2 other wins in the tournament. And Rebecca Henderson had a great tournament, 35 kills, 73 digs. Alana Fitch had 12 kills, 45 assists, 4 aces, and 49 digs. Brett Finn had 8 kills, 13 aces, 9 blocks. Kate Ryan had 27 assists, 16 digs. Emily Riddle had 8 kills, 5 digs, 14 blocks. Ayla Crook had 8 kills, 6 aces, and 27 digs. And Savannah Reese, 80 digs. That's pretty impressive. 80 digs is pretty impressive. Ultimately, though, Oxford, again, Coach Wendy McKibben's team, swept the tournament. And in the midst of sweeping the tournament, they swept the host team, which was the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. We do have more Oxford highlights. We're going to show you Oxford and Jacksonville in just a minute. But before we do, we're going to take a break. As we continue on, don't go away. We'll be right back on The Locker Room.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We are back on The Locker Room on this Monday afternoon. We are talking the CaroStrong Volleyball Tournament. We already showed you highlights before the break of Oxford and Ohatchee. In this segment, we're going to show you highlights of Coach Wendy McKibben's Oxford Yellow Jackets going head-to-head with Coach Russell's Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Jacksonville moving up from 4A to 5A this year. Of course, Oxford staying in Class 6A. So these teams are a little closer in classification than any other team in the county. These are the 2 largest teams in Calhoun County, and they did go head-to-head this weekend at the CaroStrong Tournament. So that being said, here are the highlights presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. saw the highlights. Oxford got the win over Jacksonville in 3 sets as they beat Jacksonville 25-18, 25-21, and 25-16. But hey, still not a bad weekend for Jacksonville. You did get a win over Aniana, of course, in 3 sets. That's something you can build on if you're Coach Amber Russell's team. And hey, Sydney Soriano had 6 aces, 10 kills, 49 assists, 10 blocks, and 11 digs. Cameron Stone had 5 aces, 14 kills, 10 blocks, 15 digs. Maya Swain had 6 aces, 17 kills, 2 blocks, 3 digs. Nyla Holt had 5 aces, 11 kills, 3 blocks, and 10 digs. Kiesia Williams had 4 kills, 1 dig, 2 blocks. And Chloe Henderson had 18 digs. And Alexis Phillips, a senior for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, had 6 aces, 8 kills, and 12 digs. So that's something you can build on if you're Jacksonville. Again, hey, all these stats, I got to give a big shout out to Joe Meadow at EA Sports Today. He got all these stats together, so I do want to, of course, say thank you to him because that's where I got all these stats from. But hey, the highlights, big thank you to Tyler Schmidt with East Alabama Now for going out to Jacksonville this past weekend and getting the highlights. We have more volleyball highlights tomorrow, guys. We're actually going to be at Oxford tonight getting highlights of the Oxford Yellow Jackets. So we're going to have more on Oxford tomorrow. But that is going to do it for us today on the Locker Room. I want to thank you for watching. Remind you again one more time, hit that like and follow button on our page. Make sure you check out East Alabama News, East Alabama Now News tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards will have your local news. John Holder will have your local weather. And Jordan Smith will be bringing you your local sports. But hey, that's going to do it for me today on the Locker Room. We'll be back tomorrow with more volleyball highlights. I'm Namath Pitts, and thank you for watching the Locker Room.